Everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today we're out in Northwest Bakersfield touring this 4-bed, 2-bath property on 2,205 square feet. Now, we are between like the Rosedale Highway, Olive Drive area, one of the popular areas out in Bakersfield. Probably the areas I get asked about the most is Southwest and Northwest Bakersfield. They're probably two of the most popular areas out in Bakersfield where people always look in. You know, your east side is just older neighborhood. Even though they are growing a little bit out there with some new construction, LGI, Cahovanian had some stuff out there, City in the Hills. Most people like Southwest, Northwest Bakersfield because if you're on the east side or if you are living downtown, a lot of times you're gonna drive out to Northwest or Southwest Bakersfield to go shopping, to go eating and stuff like that. So a lot of people just want to be in this area when they start their home buying process. Now, usually a little bit higher prices out in Northwest and Southwest Bakersfield compared to like the east side, but we're going to give you a tour of this home and show you what it's all about. Now, as soon as you walk in, you have an office to the right-hand side of me. You can see it's right off the front door. Good size office in here, and then you have the windows with the natural light coming in. So really good setup right here. You could also close this off right here and make it another bedroom. Yes, there's no closet, but to be considered a bedroom, doesn't necessarily need a closet. Needs a window, and then I don't remember the exact size it has to be, but there is like a square footage that it has to be in order to be considered a bedroom. Doesn't necessarily need to be a closet. Now, as soon as you walk in to the living area, you have this big, beautiful open area, open concept with your kitchen. And then you have the quartz countertops right here. This is a nice little sitting area. You can put a bunch of bar stools around, hang out with the friends, hang out with the family if you're hosting. And then you have your little dining room area right here. So all in all, really good layout. I like open layouts myself. Now, you have the tile backsplash here in the kitchen. A little outdated, but you know, it goes and ties in with your white cabinets, your quartz countertops. You have the gas range, microwave, and then your small little pantry right here. So all in all, really good layout. This home's about $450,000, which is a great price for a home out in this area, especially a newer property. Open concept like this for $450,000, not too bad for this type of layout also. So as we leave the living room, we come to our first guest bedroom. Now this is right off the front of the house too. So you can see you have your window faces the front of the house. And good size room. You can definitely fit queen bed in here. And then you have the closet with the slider doors right here. Let's get this light turned on. And I guess the bulb's out. That's all good. But you have the slider door right here with your closet. And then down the hall, you do have this little cabinet right here. Put your towels. I used to have one like this. We used to put our DVDs. Nobody uses DVDs anymore, but you know, you could utilize this space, blankets, towels, and stuff like that. And then right off that, we have our little laundry room here. You have the gas hookup or you have the electric, so you know you have both options here. And then let's show you a garage. We never show you a garage in any of these videos. So finished garage right behind me, 2-car garage. So decent size. Here's a little tip for you if you are selling your property. Water heater behind me, seller tip. It will get called out if you are putting your home on the market, so make sure your home is double strapped on your water heaters. If it's not, the appraiser is going to call it out, and you're going to have your water heater double strap it because it won't pass the appraisal. So those straps, to do that, it's probably a couple $100. We have them done often. And then another thing that could get called out, we can see how this door is just propped wide open. These are fire hazards. It'll get called out if you go FHA loan on an appraisal. They have to self-close, so usually you can just buy the little hinges that self-close, because if not, it's probably going to get called out on your appraisal. It just depends on the appraiser. Mainly FHA loans, not conventional, but so a couple little seller tips there for you. Double strap your water heater. Make sure the hinges for the door to the garage make sure that's a self-closing door because it'll get called out. Could get called out. Water heater, more than likely for sure. Self-closing door, depends on the appraiser. Kind of weird, I know. Now, right off your laundry room, we have our second guest bedroom. Another decent sized bedroom, but a little bit smaller. And then same thing, we have our slider doors, closet, nothing too crazy about this one. And then right off that room, we come into our third guest bedroom. Same thing, not the biggest bedrooms in the world, but still decent size. If you're a family of 3, family of 4, you have your kids, it's gonna be a good sized room for them. Same thing, sliding doors back there with your closet. Then we also have a little linen closet here. Put your jackets and stuff in there. And then we have our guest bathroom here, quartz countertop, single sink, and then like most guest bathrooms, we have the tub and shower combo in here. So nothing too crazy. Small little medicine cabinet right there. And then we walk into our guest bedroom. Now, really good size guest master bedroom, really good size master bedroom. You'll be able to fit your king bed in here and just a lot of different options. A little weird there with the 2 windows side by side instead of maybe spread out, you know, have one right here and maybe one right there. Kind of a little weird setup right there. But all in all, good size master bedroom. And then right off your master bedroom, of course, is your master bathroom. I don't know what they were thinking with the green here, but you got your green tile. But you do have the shub, the shub, I don't know why I'm saying shub today. It's Saturday. You do have your tub and you do have your shower combo right there. And then you have the dual sinks. Nice little setup right there. Toilet, and then you do have your little walk-in closet. So not the biggest walk-in closet. As you can see behind me, not the biggest walk-in closet. So if you're someone like me and my wife who has a ton of clothes, this is probably not gonna work for both of you. Probably gonna have to use one of the guest bedrooms to fit everybody's clothes. But all in all, decent size setup. And then you have the door from your master that leads to the backyard. So if you ended up putting a pool or something back there, that's a cool little feature just to be able to go outside and not have to walk all the way around the property. So that's gonna be it for the home tour. Now, if you're wanting to tour homes like this, or maybe you want to sell a property like this, feel free to reach out to set up a free consultation. We can do an in-person consultation, we can do over the phone, or we can do Zoom. So if you're out of town, we've helped people relocate from Kentucky, from even out in this area, out from LA, from Colorado, Arizona. We've helped people move from Bakersfield to other places too. So if that's you and you need help, feel free to reach out to me and my team. Home tour. So till next time.